What's up, y'all? We are back. Number 19. We're almost at 20. One more.
There's a lot of these.
Yeah. They're viewing. I saw Jacob the other day. He liked, I don't know, like our 10th one, and he's like, this is your best one ever. I don't remember what it is because
neither.
I'm following the rules of like what Rogan said.
Just do it.
You just do it. Don't even look at the comments.
None.
I don't even look at who's
Just
viewing
go.
it. But enjoyable. We've got our sweet setup again. I've got multi-monitors. We're going to have some videos set up soon. We need to get internet here. I mean, the hotspots works, but I doubt it's going to work really well.
Not for uploading. Downloading
No.
is fine, but uploading usually sucks on a hotspot.
Yeah. No, and then it'll be all choppy, and it'll be like, how are you doing today? But anyways, how's everyone been? We'll be releasing this hopefully on Halloween, so happy Halloween. That's Tuesday.
Yeah,
So
it's
maybe
tomorrow.
Wednesday.
You releasing this tomorrow?
Yeah, I got nothing else to do.
Oh, okay.
We might. If not, happy post-Halloween. Hope you're in your candy comas or parties or whatever the hell kids do these days.
I saw a post on Facebook that said, if you see teenagers or adults coming to your doors, still give them candy because they could be doing drugs in a bathroom.
Okay.
And I was like, well, you got a point there. It doesn't mean that I'm going to give them any candy.
Yeah, if you come up
But you
to
had a point there. You too old for this shit.
No, if you come up and I can tell you're clearly well, sometimes you these kids these days, you can't even tell like how old they are because you'll see a dude or a chick that walks up and like, oh, you're clearly 20. It's like, I'm 17. You're like,
the
that's
fuck is
confusing.
in your milk?
Yeah. Or they walk up they're like, hey, how you doing? I'm 9. I don't think so.
It's all the steroids in the corn.
Go sit down, Rondé. And no, where's your little brother?
That's all the steroids in the corn, all those hormones and GMOs. It's got
Genetically, I think everything is now, isn't it?
Yeah, technically.
I mean,
that's a hard left.
I've got one of these delicious, what was it, Lenny and Larry's complete cookies, which are delightful.
Full of fiber.
Oh God, they're so good. I'm not a big fan of the oatmeal raisin though. If you have you had the oatmeal raisin one? My mom liked it.
I don't eat oatmeal raisin anything.
Like I like normal oatmeal raisin. But if it comes to this, I am not a fan of their, it's not bad. It's just not.
Did you do the Snickerdoodle?
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Snickerdoodle. And there's like another one, isn't there?
Snickerdoodle,
Just a regular sugar
peanut
cookie?
butter.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't had that one yet.
The peanut butter one is good.
I need to try that one.
That's really good. Shout out to Lenny's Complete Cookies.
Yeah, Lenny and Larry's or whatever. These are delightful.
It's a good snack.
You know what? They're only like what? Like at night, they're only like, 180 calories for one serving. So what is that? That's 360?
Yeah.
And that's like 100 calories from fat, which ain't that great. But considering you could be eating something else, it's 24 grams of carbs.
We're not affiliated with them, by the way.
I wish we were. God,
I used to eat a lot of these to prevent me from eating junk food. And I swear like a fourth of a cookie in, I'm like, oh, okay, my hunger's gone. And if I eat a whole cookie, I have to take shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I could down a whole fucking cookie and I'm fine. But I down a lot of protein and stuff.
Just me, basic 3 meals a day, not a whole lot of calories and shit. If I'm hungry, eat a little bit of cookie, hunger goes away. If I eat the whole cookie, I'm in the bathroom.
Okay. Oh, dude, I left one of those in the car the other day.
You got hot? No.
Oh, it got hot. Oh my God, it was all melty and stuff. And I brought some of my friends at work, not my main work, but the other work.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my God,
oh my God."
It was delicious. It was like a fresh hot cookie. I mean, I like that. It's a flourless cookie, right?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh. But no, that's a delightful cookie.
Very good. Very
See,
much so.
that's I think 90% or 85. I don't know, large percentage of this podcast ends up with food because food is delightful.
Yes, food and alcohol.
Yes.
Food and alcohol.
I need to stock up on beer. I don't have any. I was thinking about like the whole with like Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer, and like that for anyone that watched their podcasts. Fantastic. But yeah, they're on that sober for October.
I've barely heard of that.
Oh, dude, it's pretty. Like Bert Kreischer is not drinking. Joe Rogan totally gave up pot, and then they're doing like 15 hot yoga classes. Which I was like, that just sounds. Every time I hear like them talk about
yoga?
it's like 110 degrees, and you're doing yoga and like a thing. I was like, fuck that. I'm sure it's fantastic. Like honestly, like
I could probably do about 10 minutes.
It's 90 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Like I think I'd be interested in it because I'm a big fan of like the not overworking, but that like really exertion, like breaking your body down. Whoa, you got way loud.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
Yeah, you're too quiet because your like signals all like beep 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 beep. Little tiny and shit
I don't know why. My mouth is like on this thing. Ha.
on the mic. Good thing, yeah. And for anyone else too that doesn't know, we use our. Oh, I wonder how anyone that does a lot of podcasts like these are our foam things.
Yeah,
How many other-
you do not know where my mouth has been.
Yeah, other germs.
Yeah.
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 But no, one cool thing in a different segue, talking about other people's podcasts because they're super popular, but like Bert Kreischer's like latest one, I am a super fan of it. Like him and Jay Okerson, I think was the guest they had on. But like in a nutshell, I like that these like people like that do podcasts because it really shows that regardless of what they're doing, like you get to like really get to know them per se.
Yeah.
And that they're normal people just like everyone else. And like I like when they talk for the pure, if they were talking about getting groceries or how he's going to buy a car, and like they do have the money to do it, but like when he talked about his wife was like, I don't know if we have the money for this, blah blah kind of thing. And I was like, that's really, it's humbling as anyone else, even as being that we're trying to be musicians. Well, not trying, we are. And like anyone that does musician stuff sucks, regardless of where you're at, especially in the metal world if you're trying to build up to it. But yeah, it's actually it's refreshing, and it's like it's a good morale booster, at least for like me when I'm listening. I'm like, oh, if you do put the work in, like everyone else should, there is a chance that you could make some sort of living out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then the whole fact of trying to do that and then have like a normal life, which they even said like they were talking about friends and stuff too.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I've got my normal core group and then basically everyone else that's in the band. Because even the new guy that we're bringing in, which we will have him on the podcast, it'll be a cool introduction.
Yeah.
And if he listens to this will be a cool little thing to him.
Hey, we're talking about you.
Yeah, if he has
No, black man. Black man.
yeah, it's a little kicker. Getting rid of all the white people. Except Sam. Sam's okay. But he's blacker than all of us.
He 8/4 of a fifth mile.
But yeah, no, if he does everything he can, I would even say it would be nice to see if on Wednesday if he comes in with pretty much almost everything kind of figured out. He might be. I'm okay with putting him on the site. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? Because he's clearly putting the work in.
No. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. if he puts this on, I was like, hey, you listen to our podcast? He's like, no.
No. Oh, okay.
I don't know if
You're
you can be part
fired.
of this now. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. That's one thing that I always liked hearing on anyone's podcast, be it comedians. I think 90% of the ones I've listened to have been comedians. Have you been listening to any of the weird or any other ones in general? I've
Not podcasts. My head is finally back up the ass of all the drummers I want to be like. So I'm like watching all their interviews and all their drum videos and behind the scenes footage, all that other shit. Because I think that's really cool.
I
That's
commented on your what's the name of the new setup that you're doing, or what artist is that?
I call it the Alex Niles configuration. It's a combination of Anika Niles and Alex Rudinger, two totally like polar opposite drummers. They both compose, but one is more metal, death metal, math metal, damn near, and then the other is like prog, funk, jazz, playing with like 8/7 time signatures, and it's ridiculous. They both make their own music. They both come out with like their own like, you know, albums and things of them playing on top of it, but like they both creatively they get me going in different ways.
That's cool. You need more snares. I commented on your was it Instagram that I commented on? What's your Instagram again, by the way?
Yeah. It's a King XX Kenny.
Oh, okay. Mine's Fat Filipino _TITE. I still
Fat
keep
Filipino.
that going. Gotta rep that band, son.
Yeah, there is, so everybody knows what we're talking about. I have a dream setup. It's completely hilarious, but it's actually going to happen, where everything is snares.
Everything. I even told him we
Absolutely
need to take your symbols off. We're gonna put snare heads
And
on.
I'm going to mount them with L rods for all the drummers that understand what that is. And
I'm
just
assuming it's a rod that's shaped like an L.
basically.
Most drum things are pretty
But-
simple.
They're pretty simple, but the adapters and all the other shit is not. But just imagine a 2 up, 2 down, setup just all snares, and then about 6 cymbals that's just all snares.
I want everything just like gravity held. Like have a rack
Where
system.
the fuck is it gonna hold from?
No, like you set it up like a swing set, and then have everything just hanging. Like
you have to
like,
hang something
have-
from the swing.
No, you will. You're gonna have all that hung from it, but literally the whole drum set.
Oh, the rack is just the
rack
top
is
bar.
the drum set. I mean, the rack is the swing.
That top bar, yeah.
So you've got
And
all these
everything
fucking
hangs off of
chains
it.
and shit hanging off of it. I wonder what those drums would sound like, or if you put them on like those rubber bands, like you put
They
for
would
like
sound
a shock
better on
mount. Is it
rubber
da-
bands,
da-
probably.
da- da- Like would there be no vibration?
Not a lot.
What would that sound?
That's like what it is when I put the foam underneath the toms.
We need to mount one of your drums. Well, we got to figure out how to engineer that, put in a shock mount. Which, if we have any scientists, engineers, we don't know how to do that shit.
No, I don't. Not at all.
I would just take a bunch of rubber bands and glue it to it. Glue it to it.
Glue
That's
it.
a new.
Glue it to it.
That needs to be a new. That's gonna be on a T-shirt.
Glue it to
It's
it.
gonna be me. That'll be my segments when I'm building shit.
Glue it to it.
Yeah.
Da da da.
I use screws, dude. Fuck glue. You gotta wait for that shit to set. Nope. Bang. Just jam some screws in there. Wood screws are like the self-setting shit.
Hey, you heard him. Just jam it in
Done.
there.
Jam
Don't
it in
use
there.
a hammer,
Well,
screwdriver.
hopefully you wouldn't be using a hammer on screws. That's why I build things, Kenny.
Glue it to it.
Yeah, glue it to it. But yeah, we like to build things safe. What
He
else?
likes to build things safe. I'm a good measurer.
Mostly.
I can measure anything with a permanent marker and a rule stick thingy.
Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, Kenny, just mark this because I'm cutting on this end.
Perfect.
Yeah, we
Done.
Sometimes
Marked
we're not
it.
the safest, but whatever. Leave a little leeway for sanding.
I can sand like a motherfucker too,
Mm-hmm.
but I sand too much sometimes.
Oh,
I get
Kenny's-
carried away.
Kenny's the only other one that I trust to paint shit because everyone else that I've allowed to paint, they've used a whole fucking can of primer on like one spot. And anyone that does any arts and crafts, you don't need a whole fucking can. And yes, I said it twice. Whole fucking can. It's primer. I was like, where's all the primer at? Oh, we used it on one box? Like, what the hell, guys?
I use too little to make sure I have enough for the rest of it to do it
Yeah.
again.
We had 3.
I'd rather have some left over than use it all on the first 1/4 quarter.
Yeah, we had 3 fucking risers to paint, and they're like, they're all granted. Everyone has a fucking can, and they're all going. I'm like, why are you all in the same spot? We're out of primer. Cool, because I have a whole nother thing to paint, but that's cool.
One riser,
I don't need
4
primer.
4 cans of primer.
I did
Done.
go overboard with the sand stuff, but man, it's grippy on
On
top.
one. The other 2 aren't as sandy.
I think
you
because
put
I-
all that grit on the biggest one.
Yeah, because I learned, I was like, we don't need this much grit. Well, I mean, the point is that one's going to get the most used, and we knew who we worked with, so sometimes they're not intelligent, and they just jump on it and then
And almost fell off.
and die. Yeah. That's another good thing. Who builds your stuff? Are you a self-made band with everything? Like, literally, we do everything now.
Probably not.
As-
And I'm saying that to be an asshole.
some don't. I mean, if you have the
Uh-huh.
opportunity for someone else to do it, fuck yeah, do it. Saves you time.
That's dumb. Do it yourself. Be a man.
Yeah, be a man.
Be a man.
The late, great John Panette.
Yes.
I miss John Panette. They were just talking about him on Bert Chrysler's. I love that.
I keep
They
doing
was
that.
Bert Chrysler.
I really
was like,
keep
dude,
doing that.
Yeah, he's
Bert
super.
Chrysler.
I can't talk enough
Kreischer.
great about this freaking comedian because I never even met the dude, but like he's good with the fans, and I really appreciate that with anyone, bands, musicians, artists, anyone like that that's willing to take the time to. Adam Ferreira from Top Gear. I was
Yep.
like, hey, looking forward to blah blah blah, and I tagged him. He retweeted and then messaged me back. I was like, granted, yeah, it's whatever, but I was like, the point is that person took the time that it was mentioned as a star to put it out. I really appreciate that across the board with anyone.
Fun fact. You want to know how Tequila got famous? Exactly that.
Yeah, talking to your fans.
Literally just talking to your fans.
Well, and she got naked a lot. Generally, that works for women.
She got naked,
Yeah.
and then she kept that.
Is there any guys that got naked a lot and got famous that way?
Probably not.
No one wants to
No.
see that.
No.
The male sausage.
They
is
probably
nothing
have.
glorious.
They probably have.
Yeah.
We just will never know their name. Why? They're not a chick.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
It's
Is
a
there
bad
any?
chick.
Is there any? We've got a lady in here. Is there any dudes that got famous for being naked? like a Tila Tequila or whatever, or anyone. The point is you have to think about it. Like we
And-
could
and
probably
there it
name
is.
off, we could name off like 30 females.
Easily.
They're like blah 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 blah. You're like, oh, she
Easily.
became famous. Oh, she's been naked.
Exactly.
But it works the same way though.
It does.
Well, how about that guy from Twilight? He was mostly shirtless. That was kind of naked. Some women like the brown
that wasn't
dude.
because of that.
But he's a weird. He looked
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
I
had
know
some
what you're
sort
talking
of mental condition.
No, he was Shark Boy.
Shark Boy. What's
Shark
that?
Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh,
He was Shark Boy.
Oh, he was in it. I didn't. That's where that guy came
Yeah.
from. Oh.
Yeah, he was Shark Boy.
I
So that's
know.
where it came from. It was like he had pictures all over from him as a kid and him in that movie, and everybody was like, "Oh my god,
He's a
got
shirtless
so
werewolf.
fine."
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
it. And then his what happened to his career?
It's still fine. He did that little spy action movie afterwards. And
Oh, he did that one
Yeah.
with was it the Adam Sandler movie? His movies went downhill.
yeah,
Netflix will pay for anything.
I'm so done with Adam
But-
Sandler romantic comedies, but that to be another.
What's it?
subject.
The one they did with David Spade was actually really good.
I'm terrible with titles.
I don't. It's another Sandler movie that was on Netflix.
I could describe a movie from start to finish and not be able to give you the title.
Yeah, there's a
It's
lot of
horrible.
movies we still need to see too on a different note. Like we haven't seen. Well, I haven't seen. I still keep saying I need to see New Aliens, and I haven't yet. Cause it's got Danny McBride. That guy's fucking hilarious.
I'm back on a Hitman kick. I watched the first one last night. I'm probably gonna watch the second one.
I
tonight.
like the second one better. Not that I hate the actor that played him in the first one. What's his name?
No, he's trash.
He
he
worked.
really
the
is
second one,
trash.
100 times better
Easily.
because he's a little more stoic,
Yeah.
but not as like awkward. Because I'm a big fan of the Hitman franchise.
That guy in the first one was absolutely horrible.
What is his name?
I don't know.
He was in-
Trash.
He was in other movies. Trash.
That's
Trash
his
Jenkins.
name. Trash garbage man douche. It was horrible. Anytime he opened his mouth, like his voice didn't match the face. So like he was just this real stern, looks like a stern, tall
And
guy.
he looks weird with a shaved head. Some people do not look right with a shaved head.
When you see him walking down the hallway of like any of the hotel scenes, he kind of like walks inward
Yeah, he doesn't move his arms. If you notice that,
and he's like swaying his hips a little bit. I'm like, are you fruity? You
He
kind of
could
fruity.
be.
I mean, if this was Fruity Hitman, I'd still be down.
I was talking to one of these other people at work. We're talking about like different fan base and whatnot, which we still are a band, guys. A lot of people ask like, "You guys still a band?" Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Just been doing other things. But yeah, the whole LBGT. Is there more letters now? I don't give a fuck. Those are the ones that matter. Hate me all you want. LBGT. That's it. And is there more?
I don't know.
Anyways, talking
Uh-huh.
about that's like a good fan base when we come out. There's a lot out there that we've talked to, and they're openly gay and stuff. I was like,
Always.
that's what I love about metal.
Always.
There's no hate. I mean, there's hate metal, but we're not
There's-
hate metal.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
a
we don't
whole
really have a lot of
different
white members either, so that's what happened.
We-
It's good times. Well, that's another thing. If you're listening to metal, if you hate other races, if you hate the colored folks, if you hear their music, you're like, yeah, this is awesome, and then you look up who they are and you find out none of them are white, will you turn on that music?
Probably not. It's too late now. It's too late now. You
'Cause,
see
like-
you see a lot of stories like that, like all the typical racist stories where one race is saving the other race from an ass beaten by their own race, and it's like, whoa, why don't we just love each other? Oh, we should love each other, and it's a fucking happy ending until the next person gets shot. But the point still matters. After a while, you're like, wow, that guy really saved my life, and I hated his kind or her kind that this entire time. Wow, I need to get my shit together. I believe it's the same thing for music,
You
especially.
can recline if you want. That thing won't fall now because it's behind you.
It's like anybody listen to Ginger.
That stuff's delicious, by the way.
Ginger,
It's
you wouldn't know it's
weird
girl.
though. You ever had that aloe stuff?
No, I do not.
Really?
Like it. Ugh.
It's thick.
It's too thick. That's why I'm not swallowing it.
Just swish it around. Dude, that stuff will make you full though, man. Drink a half
I
bottle of
bet.
that. Good God.
You're drinking thick ass liquid.
I wonder if you drink enough of that, and just poop just shoots out of you. Like if you have a lot of MCT oil, if it just like or does it make your booty hole
Splash?
no, not splash very very moisturized.
Probably.
It's supple,
Mm.
supple booty hole.
Wouldn't know. It's like anal leakage, but not a lot.
Isn't it? I'm surprised that's not a band name.
Anal leakage?
Yeah, that sounds like a death metal band.
That'd be a horrible
I've had the
band.
Mingo and the regular. Anal leakage.
That'd be a horrible band.
But that's definitely a death metal name.
It's a death metal name, but that's not a good band.
Smashed booty hole.
See, that would be the
Like is
the
that's
better
like
band of
like
anal
the
leakage. Like
funk.
if anal leakage and Smash Booty Hole came out at the same time, Smash Booty Hole immediately takes the cake, even though anal leakage came out first. Smash Booty Hole copies anal leakage and becomes like the next Blink 182.
Speaking of Blink 182, I listened to Rogan's podcast with fucking Tom DeLonge. That dude's a fucking nut. He's talking about, if there's evidence out there, so be it. And yes, of course, like why you talk about Joe Rogan on it? You want to be? I'm like, no, they just have a fantastic podcast. I also like the fucking
Burt Chrysler.
Burnt Chrysler. Well, not even
Burnt to Chryslers.
Ben Shapiro. I love his podcast. Like, oh, you like Ben Shapiro conservative? No, I think he's just intelligent. If I can find someone else on the opposite end that's okay, that doesn't fucking push their values and actually can look at something intelligent, yeah. I mean, we don't talk about politics and shit on here, but when it comes down to it, be educated.
Yeah.
Don't just fucking follow someone.
Or
Oh.
what you get is from Facebook.
Yeah, I hate Hillary. I hate Trump. Whoa,
Why?
why? Well, because he's Trump. Oh, because she's Hillary.
Because I
Whatever.
saw a post on Facebook. Shut your stupid ass up.
You know, that's on both ends, too. You have a Democrat that sounds like this. I hate that Donald Trump.
Oh, my God.
But
We should love everybody because I seen it on Facebook. Shut your stupid ass up.
and that's all that shit's too is because when we look at that, it's like the media and everyone else when you put it in there, when you think like hardcore left liberal, you think of like hippie, like oh my god, I'm gonna do that, and then you think hardcore right's like do
Yeah.
America, yeah, I hate them Negroes and the Janks and everyone else.
Exactly.
But
And it's not like that
no,
at
I've
all.
met both sides like that. You meet this guy's like, hey, how you doing? I got a cowboy hat and a Chevy truck, and I love me Hillary Clinton.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, this is confusing. But that's the farthest we'll get in politics on this thing. Because
Just about.
politics are stupid.
Politics are stupid. And
Yeah.
don't be a stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Stereotype. That sounds like a cereal.
Stereotype?
Have your morning stereotypes. Would it have marshmallows
know,
in it?
No, they would be. Do you remember the brown Cheerios? No, they were like Frosted O's. Frosted O's. They were in the blue box, and they were.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, those
cheap
are
cereal, man.
stereotypes. Those are stereotype cereals.
We don't want no white Cheerios, but you can have Frosted O's. We got the brown ones and the mocha color, but no white Cheerios. Not that
Those-
kind here.
It literally looked like a mixture of chocolate Cheerios and regular Cheerios with frosting on them, and it was on a blue box and everything. Frosted O's, stereotype cereal. Count it.
Call it the salt and pepper cereal.
That would taste like shit.
Yeah.
You don't put salt and pepper in milk unless you're making a sauce.
That's
But-
true. Wait, that would be like cream. We need corn back on here.
Hello.
Y'all haven't heard from Corn in a while. I know you miss him and his breathing.
I don't.
And just
We text often, and I keep it like that.
That's like how it laughs. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's much louder. It's much louder.
That's another cool thing. The way that different people laugh. Like listen to
Oh God, I
how
talk about this.
some
stuff
people I
for days.
hate the way they laugh, and then other ones like like mine. If I laugh super hard, it's like a high pitched I can't breathe. But like some people, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like when remember when Jacob was talking about that one chick that he knew, and you go,
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, done. We're done.
not to
Done.
hate. Everyone's
Done.
got their own laugh, but if you
Have an ugly laugh. We're not together if you have an ugly
I have to
laugh.
assume you're an ugly person. If you have an ugly laugh, you're an ugly person. Not in the
No.
face. No, just ugly inside.
No.
That's your real. Because when you laugh, that's the real you.
That's the in coming
Yeah.
out. And this is the fun part of you. This is the part that
Mhm.
I'm supposed to like. And it's ugly.
And then the other ones that are like the weird. If I do it, I'll cough. But like the weird, like the when they laugh. Like I don't. Yeah, like that.
But it's funny if they start that way but don't end that way. Like anytime someone like dry, I
Yeah,
call
just
it
a
dry
dry
eye,
laugh,
and
yeah.
then they start like chuckling, I think it's funny. But for someone to actually laugh like, no, done.
'Cause, like,
Ugly
was it,
laugh. We're done.
Jimmy Carr's got like a reverse laugh, and he said that people used to make fun of him, but that's how he laughs. I was like, oh okay, that makes sense. He's like, That's like his real laugh. Like that's real. I was like, that's cool. I was like, that's pretty neat. But yeah, he made it in one of his specials, and like some gave him shit for that, and then he wrote him a new one. Like comedians is not one I would want to fuck with. Like they would just rip you apart.
They get
mentally.
paid to be quick-witted.
Oh yeah.
So they're damn good at it.
I am angry that I didn't get to go to the Burt Chrysler thing. He was
Serious?
down in Indy. So was Tom
Oh.
Segura. And like, yeah, they're like, oh, you should listen because there's a podcast. No, I think they're actually hilarious. But
I want to put that like on a button somewhere. Like just keep pressing it.
he'd probably sue you.
That's fine.
I think he's like the highest paid British comedian other than like, what's that other guy? The guy that did the original Office, British Office.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with names.
But yeah, that guy. Comedians are fantastic. They're the closest to being a musician, and both of them, and like anyone else, when they talk about musicians, yeah, the cool thing about musicians, you can play the same song for the rest of your life. They can't do the same set. I mean,
No.
we've seen
They
bands
can
that done the same set as a musician. I hate that.
They can revisit a set
Yeah,
like years afterwards. Like we can laugh at a Kevin Hart joke when he first came out now.
Mhm.
But if the first 2 years, don't tell that joke anymore. I already know it.
Because I like even his new special. Like, I'm not one to judge comedy, but I wasn't like he. The reason I really like Kevin Hart is because he did the hustle. He did that Instagram hustle and made his money, and he does his own promoting. He's good at that.
Yeah.
But like the new special, I wasn't personally into.
Yeah.
But it's just like not like my opinion matters anyways. But that's how I felt. I mean, maybe a lot of people did, maybe a lot of people didn't.
Well, what do you like? His style of comedy is like similar to, well, basically what it is just over exaggerated stories. If he stays true to the story, it's funny already, because it kind of like takes you to a whole nother place. So he's got you imagining things. He's got you laughing about shit that actually didn't happen. What makes it worse is that like his tone, his delivery starts too early. As if like, when somebody wants to tell a joke, but they tell it bad, even though the joke was actually funny because delivery was just off.
Mm-hmm.
That was Kevin Hart's last special.
I think because I was expecting. I mean, what he did is exactly what I was expecting. I wasn't surprised. Like, I do like how Netflix is picking up all these weird comedians and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And, or not even weird, like some that have been working that I've never heard of that I actually get to listen to. And I was like, oh, these guys are pretty funny.
That is something that I will always love about Netflix, is the fact that their prices don't change, but somehow I keep getting content.
If you have, it's exactly like what they said. If you have like, let's say you have 1 million people that are paying $10 a month. What? That's 10 million. I'm not a math.
Something like that. But yeah, basically.
We're dumb, and when it comes to math. But like, yeah, don't judge us. We're good at other things.
1 million people give you $1.
Yeah.
Every month you get
dollars.
$1 million a month.
$1 million.
So you have something to buy.
Wow,
Yeah.
we're getting worse.
1 million times one.
Yeah, $1 million times
Yeah.
one is $1 million. Phew.
All right.
But yeah, no, that's Netflix has got it. I'm surprised they don't have like band stuff on there. We came up with that. If you come up,
There
that's our
might
idea.
be. There's a few.
Time is the enemy.
They're under the documentary parts, but
But they're
band
like documentaries. Like,
exactly. That's the thing. They're actually a documentary.
would love
They're like
to
the life
do-
and death of.
we
of-
need a really good. If anyone's out there that's bored, we need a really good videographer who can make like the real life Spinal Tap, except probably not as ridiculous. But I know it might be ridiculous. We do a lot of stupid shit that we don't
A
get to
lot.
capture. And things we say about Sam and other
About
people. Yeah.
random
filter.
people.
Being PC.
Menard's
is stupid.
girl.
Menard's. Oh yeah, she was awesome. Yeah, we went to Menard's one day, and we bought some stupid shit.
I bought Gorilla Glue. You bought sausage
Yeah, I think I bought some sausage
and
and maybe a drink. Buying some snacks. Menard's has fantastic
and-
snaps.
No,
Snacks.
light bulb.
Oh yeah,
Light
it was a
bulb.
colored light bulb.
Yeah, colored.
'Cause
Yeah,
I don't want them white light bulbs. I want them colored light bulbs.
exactly.
This one was blue,
White is not right.
but yeah, she was hood as fuck.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even expect it. She said, "God damn, oh, shit, man." I'm like,
Shit,
"What the
oh,
fuck?"
damn,
I was like,
alright.
"You didn't look like that." I'm like,
Okay.
"Okay." She's like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Shoo, girl, you right. Uh-huh. All right, thank you for my receipt. All right, bye.
Yeah, why can't more castrate or people like that? She was just fun, just
Yeah.
normal, just real.
A lot of people that really don't
I hate
like their
fucking
job.
fake people. That's why I don't think we would be good in LA at all. I would just be pissed off at everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. They're like, hey, when he said, you know, I was like, really? Did you? Did you? No, I don't believe in that.
I'm
Look at
like
your
that.
shoes. How much are your shoes? These are $500. You're stupid. I'm
Stupid.
not paying $500 for fucking shoes.
No, not anymore. I used to.
Is it the black guy thing?
It was a black guy
Yeah,
thing.
I could get my new J's, man.
Oh, damn, your
Shoes?
shoes fresh as hell, fam. Oh, shit, fam. Damn. Oh, you just stepped to my J's. I spent $500. I'll beat your ass. Y'all doing too much.
All right, cool. Guess what happens when you're gonna fight? I'm gonna make your shoes even more dirty. I'm just gonna drag my feet across the
Right.
like that.
Now all of a sudden, you really can't wear them.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't. Maybe because I'm not in the fashion thing, I don't understand fashion, high fashion.
I do when I actually feel like being fashionable. And the older I get, the less it is.
I just wear stuff that fits
It makes me comfy.
and it's comfortable and
Exactly.
it doesn't look like shit.
Exactly.
Like
That's
those
as much
super
fashion-
stretchy pants, not that stretchy pants, but like the jeans.
The jeans, yes.
Fantastic. Dude, thank you, Joe Rogan, for talking about stretchy jeans because then
Stretchy
he makes
jeans.
them and no affiliation to anyone we talk
Stretchy
about,
jeans.
but stretchy jeans are fantastic. Like I can squat in them. I can actually do normal stuff. I can kick you in the stomach and stuff.
They feel great. There's air. And it still looks like you bought slim fit jeans.
Yeah, and these are like just the right amount. Oh, and I have to wear a belt with these because they're stretchy,
Right.
but they're the right size and they're comfortable.
It's good. I like those jeans.
Even when we do, even as like, that's another thing. Like the ones that wear like a lot of talking about artists here, people that wear a lot of costume stuff. Oh, it's still working. It's just going to sleep stuff. People that do a lot of like the costume stuff when they're doing shows. Power to you, because that's got to be like Gwar. I'm sure now they've got like delightfully made suits, but like when they had like their original costumes, has to be hot as hell and or uncomfortable.
Lydia Can't Breathe when they did the their fucking like spaceman costume or the the Minion costume.
Oh yeah, all that's got
Power Rangers, Ninja
I
Turtles,
was like,
all
at
that
least
shit
the
is hot.
Ghostbusters would be okay because it's just like a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You basically could
All
go
that
on
shit
naked,
is hot.
but no, fuck that noise. That's why everything that I play in, if I can, I'll wear shorts and has no sleeves on it.
That is too much.
Is there any other genres where that's frowned upon, sleeveless? Like pop punk, I probably
No.
could, but it probably wouldn't be the way that we're wearing it.
There's not a real genre that you can't wear
That'd
sleeveless.
be funny if they're like, you're not allowed to have, you gotta have sleeves here. Well, it's not
Jazz?
this kind of music. You probably could. No, I'm sure there's jazz artists. Well, look at Victor Wooten. I mean, he doesn't have sleeves, but his shirts are way too fucking small. Have you noticed that? All his fucking shirts are like baby gap size.
He's got to show off. Calvin Rogers, he's a gospel drummer. Shirts are way too tight, bro. Way too tight. Way
I'm
too
trying to
tight.
think of other artists.
But they're stretch shirts, so they don't rip. Oh.
Doesn't Tosin Abasi do that too? That fucking madman on guitars. There's a lot of people out there that, I mean, hell, wear whatever you want. I just like to be comfortable. In general, the synopsis of this whole conversation is to be comfortable.
Don't look like a douche.
Yeah, and if you dress all like, I guess, I'm not going to show up in like just pure sweatpant jumpsuit and I look like a total bum. Maybe like before the show or after.
Definitely after. I really quit giving a fuck about how I look after a show.
And I'm just tired.
I'm tired.
That's what I don't understand is some of the bands that, well, we watch that they barely move.
And they're not sweating. They still change. They still put on fresh
Yeah.
deodorant, and they're just hyper. And I'm like, no,
We're tired.
I'm
you
tired.
didn't do anything.
I'm tired, and I have to do round 2 of my job, which is talk to everybody.
And that's another
And
one.
what
I
I'm not
hate when
gonna
bands
do.
don't do that. We've talked about that before, but I hate. It doesn't matter if you're Uku, Buku, Bucks Pain, Metallica, or whoever like that. If you don't talk to your fans, what the hell are you doing? Because they're the reason that you're where you're at.
Yeah. Like, you guys literally paid for me to be here. I can at least say hi. Thank you for coming to my show. It's much appreciated.
And I think that's what's one cool thing about comedians because they're super accessible. Like a lot of
Yeah.
them are. They usually will come
All the
out. I mean,
time.
even the ones that are like the huge arena style, lots of money, they'll
Mhm.
somehow make a way to.
Interact.
Yeah, that's kind of.
We saw Facebook sort of go wild over Michael Blackson, which was he literally requested people just to message me a picture and I'll make fun of it.
That's
And he was just doing that. He did that for like 2 months before like his next special. His next special like sold out and was on Netflix and all that other dumb shit. But it was something as easy as what? Fucking off on his phone for a couple
Mhm.
hours a day? Done. Easy.
Oh, the entertainment industry. And then you got the actors. Those are just fucked.
Yeah.
Like that industry's all. Yeah, I like. You gotta like show business. I mean, granted, we're not like we're all super saiyan artists, but like I like the entertainment industry. I like entertaining people, but the acting no, don't want to get into it. That would be not saying I even could, but just like that whole atmosphere. Like say we had the opportunity to do like, hey, you want me this? No, I'm good. But I guess if the money's there, but even that, I'm like,
I
is it worth
would
it?
to experience it. I don't know if I would keep going.
Like the whole acting life. Like we've got that whole Weinstein debacle.
Yeah.
Which that had to been going on. Like everyone sounds like that had guaranteed it's still going on other places. He's just the one that's fucking got caught and other people decided to open. And yes, the whole controversial thing, blah blah blah, like when they go to the women like, oh, sucking dick to get parts, and then Whitney Cummings basically said, but they got the part, didn't they?
Exactly.
And I was like,
that's the flip side of the coin.
I was like, okay, yes, I see what's wrong there.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely rape culture.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, I was like, if he's like, hey, let me touch your dick and I'll get you this part in there. How it was like, just you? I'm not gonna touch my dick. I was like, if it's that point, I was like,
right.
I mean, but if it's like forced on you, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, that's the rapey part of it. But that's the flip side of the coin is, you want the part, suck a dick.
Yeah, and it was funny because even some of the comedians like, I might suck a dick for that part.
It's funny. It's funny to say something like that as like a joke, but in reality, when that amount of money is possibly could go into your bank account.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're pissing some people off right now.
I piss people off all the time.
And this other thing too with that whole thing. I know it happens. Okay, but like the whole was that the Me Too, that the hashtag
Yes.
Me Too.
Yes.
That's just making me angry. Because yes, okay, it does happen.
Yes.
But when I'm seeing I see like super attractive chicks that are put in that, which I was like, yes, I understand. Which don't get me wrong, I'm trying to belittle this. And I'm sure you can take this out of context too, which I don't give a fuck.
Someone will.
But the main thing is like, so. But you're telling me on the flip side, you've never ever used your looks to get something, ever. Even a man, you've never used your looks to get something because it's like there's flip side of that coin.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna play the game, be prepared to get the other end of it.
Yeah,
but if you're not playing the game, then that's the whole thing. I was like, but yeah. Hate us all you want for what I. But that's just be real about it.
That's being honest. There's heads and then there's tails. There's win and lose. Win side is you could your looks gets you more of that attention. On the good side, some things might get paid for, you get taken out, all these other things. People buy you things, people give you more attention. On the flip side, you're gonna get unwanted attention, and that attention will obviously be more aggressive sometimes, and it's not necessary. I'm not going to say it's like the price you pay, but it's heads and tails. There's two sides to the coin. You play that game every day. So you're going to meet somebody new almost every single day, and you never know who you're going to come across. And how you handle yourself, how you project yourself, how you carry yourself has everything to do with what does happen to you, and then most of the time it has absolutely nothing to do with what happens to you.
I think it's hilarious too that basically on their podcast again they were bringing up what about the ones that got ahead and didn't do any of that? And I was just like, oh, it's almost
those are the only people I legitimately feel bad for. Is how they're like the trailblazers. They put in a lot of work. They're known for putting in all that work, and then someone just comes along, exchanges a sexual favor, and boom, they're recognized as something similar or like in the same conversation when that's not even the case.
I think that's the shitty part about just anyone with power in general.
It
fucking goes to your head.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, it could be the singer in a band or fucking presidents. It could be congressman. It could be fucking anyone, like a corporation one. And it happens on the flip side too. So don't just always like, oh, I use flip side again. Flip side. I don't see why. I mean, I'm sure it's not as approached, just like the whole like male rape thing, which is like, well, oh, you good, blah blah. But I'm sure even a female CEO could be the same damn thing.
Yeah,
they could probably do the same shit.
Like
eat my box. But being that it's a dude, it's kind of like, well, that's just how they're blah blah. I was like, I don't know. I'm not an authority on this thing, and I my opinions are just how I'm thinking. There's no right or wrong answer. Just be real about it, and everyone needs to stop being so fucking stupid.
And being a little too sensitive on a lot of topics can keep you from being too butthurt about something. Even though you feel very passionate, there's still a flip side.
That's why I think I go back to why I love metal. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It'd be, oh, no, you can't talk about the devil. Oh, no, you can't talk about murdering someone. Oh, you can't talk about that in rap. That's why I give Eminem the dinning topics.
Yeah.
Which isn't he? Then wasn't there some sort of weird controversy? I don't know enough about the rap.
He did
world. Was there something?
he did a video, a fuck Trump video, basically.
Oh, is that what the controversy?
Uh-huh.
Well, anyways, going with the whole thing with that, I was like, I like people that, and I think that's why I've been liking a lot of comedians. They just push the envelope.
Yeah.
And just the whole thing, give up. Don't be so fucking stupid. It's funny. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Like, remember when like rape jokes were like the first things to come out? It was like, oh, you can't joke about that.
Yeah.
And they started to come out abortion jokes and other stuff like that. And if it's funny, I was like, leave an open mind. But I was like, even you look at anyone else with that, metal dudes or anyone that, we're all to an extent sick to find stuff funny.
Yeah. Everybody has a certain threshold of morbid sense of humor, but the part that everybody has to remember, from my personal opinion, is when someone crosses your line, it's not always the case where you stand your ground and demand that person that purposely crossed your line do it again, because you're basically putting yourself in harm's way again. If somebody comes and says, I'm going to rob you, and you get robbed, and then they come back and you say, I dare you to rob me again, even though you've changed
fucking
nothing.
Stupid if they come back and rob you again.
And then they come back and rob you again. You can't be upset. You literally just ask for someone to cross your line again. So it's the same scenario. If you don't like the particular comedian or the particular person that's making you feel very uncomfortable, number one thing is separate yourself.
Just walk away. They're not holding you fucking there with a gun.
Yeah.
You got to listen to this guy.
Yeah. That was a whole thing. Well, that's what Facebook became at one point, was everybody was so sensitive, and it was just like, oh, you unfriended me. Oh, my gosh. No, that's the point. If you piss somebody off, they don't have to deal with your bullshit.
I try to go through a monthly purge on Facebook. I got under 250 people, and that made me happy.
I'm roughly around the same.
Yeah, that's my legitimate Facebook page, and I was happy. And like the people that are actually on there are ones that actually know who you are.
Right.
And
Not just random
fantastic.
people.
If I get under 200, it'd be even better. I really don't do much on Facebook other than look at like people's pictures or post about food. It's 90% for you guys. Like anyone that wants to know about our stuff, usually I'll pop in there or message you direct, and that's about it. I don't really like Facebook. Let's go back to MySpace. Fuck it. We're going back to MySpace.
I wish.
Do we even? I don't think we even have a MySpace. There's people that are still on there.
Yeah.
Do we have it? We don't. That's
the
one thing we don't have.
It became a music thing for a little while. It was
didn't Justin Timberlake buy that? JT. That's some person I would love to meet.
So.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think
somebody else bought MySpace from the original guy, and then Justin Timberlake bought it from that guy.
But you got to have Justin Timberlake money.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. If I was going to be an actor, I would want to be like an actor like Justin Timberlake.
He's like the only one.
He's not really, really good. Well, he's not really, really.
But he's
bad.
hilarious. He's fantastic in like SNL and shit like that.
Exactly.
He's the only Backstreet Boys. Is that or is it NSYNC? I can't ever remember. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? Justin Timberlake. JT. Backstreet Boys.
I don't fucking know. I mix those two groups all the time.
All right. Everybody. Wait, or is it NSYNC? I don't fucking know.
See, there it is.
They're both the same. I don't know which one it is anymore. Which one had the Nick Lachey? I could Google it. Yeah, you're gonna be a Google thing.
Rock your body.
That's Backstreet, but I don't know who's in it. But that's I don't know. Anyways, yeah, but no, even that he's the only one of whatever group he's in. I want to say it's NSYNC because when he wasn't in there when they hit Backstreet on that last movie.
No, it is NSYNC.
It's NSYNC.
It's that's the video of all of them wearing white, and somebody took his picture and cropped it next to ramen noodles because that's what his hair looked like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was NSYNC.
Well, anyways, do any of them is Joey Fatone in NSYNC or was he Backstreet? Yeah, no, he was in sync because remember he got like heavy set and was doing cooking shows.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I think Justin Timberlake's the only one that because he made a solo career.
Yeah, and he went solo.
Did he date someone famous? I'm sure he did. He's Justin Timberlake.
Jessica Alba, Biel.
One of the Jessicas?
Alba or Biel? It was one. Justin dated one of the Jessicas. Justin dated one of the Jessicas. There we go. I forgot which one. They're both very cute, but I forgot which one.
The Justins?
The Jessicas.
Oh, okay. I don't know which one it was. That's another one.
I mean, Justin Timberlake's cute too.
He's a pretty looking man.
He's a pretty looking man. This is. I aspire to be an 8 like Justin. Everything he does, it's not great. It's not phenomenal, but I like it.
I'm just glad I'm funny. Then whatever number it is, it turns into something else. So you could be like a 3, but if you're funny, you automatically become like a 7.
Yes, that's
So-
a real thing. That's a real thing.
And then there's Sam,
And then there's
alpha
Sam.
male.
Alpha ugly.
I see you just took it to another level. We just shit on Sam so much. You're not here to defend yourself against Sam. Yeah. Sam's fans. Sam's fans. Sam's fans.
I'm so ready for that.
Sam's doing his fancy cooking career.
A Sam fan club. He would hate that so much, and that's why I would like it.
It would be because he's awkward. He doesn't like
yeah,
he doesn't like talking to people.
and I could just see a group of guys and girls just.
And he just gives that face that he always gives. It's like that blank stare, kind of like pre-poop. He's got a pre-poop stare.
I think I need to go to the bathroom face.
Yeah.
Poor Sam. Whatever. Next.
Next. But no. Thank y'all for listening. We're about like 46 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I'm done talking.
Yeah. I'm hungry again. I'm going to eat one of these fancy Lenny and Larry's The Complete Cookies. These are delicious. If you haven't had them, they're great.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sponsored or anything like that. We need to get some of those free monies. We need to get some condoms on here. That's the easy monies.
Condoms?
Blah, 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 Trojan, and then you get money. No, seriously. But anyways,
What if I don't use them?
Zing. What if they have one that's like, no, they'll sell you invisible condoms. You just buy a box,
Perfect.
and then you just charge
Perfect.
you a lot of money.
I can do that.
What a ripoff, or not? Feels
Or-
like nothing's there.
Actually,
because
no.
nothing is.
If that were to ever happen, I want Trojan to give me all the experimental condoms. This is Ice Fire Hot Mix.
Trojan jalapeno.
Right. Bet. Wearing it.
Bing.
Let's
Zing.
do that. All right, this bird's too much.
Yeah, this is weird now. All right, well, thanks guys for listening again. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at officialTITE. Also follow us on that Instagrams, like I said earlier. But find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/timeenemy. And side note, with the Time Enemy thing, I tried to see if there's any other names. There isn't. Time Enemy is the one we have to been with. So like I said before, Sam, somehow someone put their name as Time as the Enemy.
Back. All right.
Yeah, so you should know that. That's Backstreet Boys. And that's not Justin Timberlake.
Exactly.
Yeah. But once again, hope you enjoyed or you didn't. And maybe you left your pissed off. Have a good one.